Have you ever dreamed of being a famous athlete? The roaring crowds, the multi-million-dollar contracts, the endless adoration. It sounds like a dream, right? But for many professional athletes, the reality of fame is far from a fairy tale. Today, we're pulling back the curtain to explore the dark side of fame in professional sports, a side that often stays hidden from the stadium lights. It all starts with the pressure. From a young age, these athletes are told they have what it takes to be the next big thing. They sacrifice their childhoods, spending countless hours training while their friends are just being kids. This immense pressure to succeed doesn't stop once they turn pro. In fact, it intensifies. Every single game, every play, is scrutinized by millions of fans, coaches, and critics. One mistake can lead to a storm of online hate and media backlash. Imagine carrying that weight on your shoulders every single day. It's a level of pressure most of us can't even fathom. This constant pressure to perform at an elite level takes a massive toll on their mental health. We've seen superstars like Naomi Osaka and Michael Phelps bravely speak out about their struggles with depression and anxiety. They're not exceptions, they're examples of a widespread issue. Athletes are often taught to be tough, to push through the pain, and to never show weakness. This mentality makes it incredibly difficult for them to admit they need help. They're trapped in a culture that celebrates physical strength but often neglects mental well-being. The fear of being seen as weak or losing their spot on the team can force them into silence, suffering alone while the world cheers their name. Then there's the complete loss of privacy. Once you're a household name, your life is no longer your own. Every trip to the grocery store, every dinner out with family, becomes a public spectacle. Paparazzi follow your every move, and fans constantly ask for photos and autographs. There's no off switch. This relentless public exposure can lead to feelings of paranoia and isolation. Athletes start to question who their real friends are. Are people genuine, or are they just trying to get close to the fame and money? This distrust can erode personal relationships and leave them feeling incredibly lonely, even when surrounded by people. And let's talk about the money. Sudden, massive wealth can be a double-edged sword. Many young athletes, some barely out of their teens, are handed fortunes they're not prepared to manage. This can attract a swarm of opportunistic people, so-called friends, distant relatives, and shady financial advisors, all looking for a piece of the pie. We've heard too many heartbreaking stories of stars going from multimillionaires to bankrupt in just a few years due to poor financial decisions, lavish spending, or being taken advantage of. The stress of managing that wealth and the fear of losing it all adds another layer of anxiety to their already high-pressure lives. Physical health is another major concern. The win-at-all-costs mentality pushes athletes to their absolute physical limits and beyond. They often play through injuries that would sideline the average person for months. The long-term consequences are severe. Many retired athletes live with chronic pain, debilitating injuries, and the lasting effects of concussions. The very thing that brought them fame and fortune, their bodies, ends up being a source of constant suffering long after their careers are over. It's a brutal trade-off that the public rarely sees. Social media has amplified all these issues. It gives fans a direct line to athletes, which can be great for engagement, but it also opens the floodgates for abuse. After a bad game, an athlete's phone can be flooded with thousands of hateful, threatening, and racist messages. This constant stream of negativity is impossible to ignore and can be devastating to anyone's self-esteem and mental state. It's like having the world's most toxic critics living in your pocket 24/7. The transition out of sports is another brutal challenge. Imagine dedicating your entire life to one thing, and then one day, it's just over. Whether due to injury, age, or just not making the cut, retirement can be a terrifying cliff to fall off. Suddenly, the structure, the team camaraderie, the adrenaline, and the identity of being an athlete are all gone. Many struggle to find a new purpose. This loss of identity is a major contributor to depression and other mental health crises among retired players. They go from being heroes in the public eye to feeling like they've been forgotten overnight. So what's the solution? The conversation is changing, but there's still a long way to go. Sports leagues and teams are starting to invest more in mental health resources, offering access to therapists and psychologists. Financial literacy programs are becoming more common for rookies. And most importantly, athletes themselves are breaking the silence. By sharing their stories, they're showing the next generation that it's okay to not be okay. and that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. If you or someone you know is struggling, please remember that help is available. Organizations like the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline and the Crisis Text Line are there to support you. Reaching out is the first and most important step. The next time you're watching a game, remember the human being behind the jersey. They're more than just their stats or their salary. They're individuals navigating an incredibly complex and demanding world. Let's try to offer them a bit more empathy and a lot less judgment. Thanks for watching. If this video gave you a new perspective, please give it a like and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of sports. See you next time.